specialist going into this one.
Yeah.
There's Vikash getting out into mid. Kayak eating a bit of damage, loves to go on these deep walks out as Vikash swings through Garage and is able to find two. Locky and Ash both going to be taken down, so in the end, a 3v3.
Yeah, and then the push up from Alpha here as well. He just ran two of them. A little bit disadvantageous against the Frenzy in that distance.
Still able to find a good amount of damage, though. It's 68 health between Texture and Caron. Now Zinx himself taken out as Crashies drops through the window. They are still pushing forward towards this site, despite seeing that enemy Sova. Still has the recon. He's going to re-wrap into heaven.
Do they expect it? They heard the footsteps.
Looking for the Jack, and Caron swooping out. Spotted, but they have not seen Texture quite yet, so they're actually maybe calling a pivot as Texture's going to look to try to intercept, but turns away, and Crashies has the shot all the same. So it looks like Caron just going to be trying to send it in, but Crashies will need the catch the two to go ahead and keep them in that round. Just one ghost fought here in the hands of Lakia, otherwise Classics. Grabs up that orb, trying to get the Hunter's Fury online, and we'll be halfway to it as Alfier just taking some pot shots through the smoke. Lakia, oh. Well, maybe he shouldn't have been reciprocating there. He was trying to spam him with the ghost, and ends up getting caught in the face.
And that's going to leave Gen.G without any sort of util to guide them in on this eco, so they'll just be waiting to see if they can get a pick. Now, I think they've noticed, and I guess notified, or identified rather, the fact that it's just a Marshal on the C site, kind of suspicious of that. So while they might make some noise B, if they get stopped, I expect an immediate turnaround and just a chance at trying to swarm Alfier, who is currently playing that Viper, filling that role.
Relay bolt to the corner, does manage to find the stun of the Kayak, but it's going to be Vikash actually on the C-Link side. Claims the kill onto Texture. As now the push getting ready to come in, a clip. Caron falling down to 42, tries to go jumping out, will end up falling as Alpha gets himself a third. Vikash will go ahead and get the finisher, so it's a Google play flawless to start off.
The Vandal for Alfier.
Making up his mind, but eventually lands on it. Kayak put forward here at A lobby. As Zinx, obviously the one tasked with trying to maintain this control, but Alpha just going to get counter spammed out. Lock able to find the kill, and Zinx doing incredibly well to find these kills. Kayak and Crashies both eliminated. It leaves now just Severe here in sewers with a stinger to try to see if he can put a dent in Gen.G.
Yeah, it's not the best corner to be holding. Oftentimes you can get spotted quite early on out if they're wary of it. He is getting antsy because of that, trying to see if he can get up close for that range, and he's just going to get spotted by Zinx. And I wanted to mention this, that the way that Gen.G wants to play around this Viper, it relies a lot on Zinx having that confidence.
I love that it's a 5v1, and they're just sat here waiting for Vikash to push.
You never know. You never know. Don't want to take your chances.
Well, they will now start moving. Vikash, if he can pull off an ace clutch, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll pop off in some way.
Throw your headset off the stage.
Yep, noise starting to be made. As they're not paying attention to sewers, there's the first. Paranoia coming in, tucks in behind the box, swings back out, finds the second, and then will be taken down. So decent damage coming through here on the... Well, now into the first buy round here, though Alpha does have a Bucky. Just going to be playing inside of Garage. As Zinx, trying to walk down, thinking that he's going to have some free reign, but Kayak does go ahead and get himself planted at going into this one. So kill going to be found. The end of 3 match. Getting out into mid. Kayak getting a bit of damage. Still able to, well, doesn't do that much damage. Walks out as Vikash swings through Garage and is able to find two. Locky and Ash both going to be taken down. So in the end of 3v3.
Starting to open it up against Alpha here.
Sliding in right there on top of him, able to find that kill. Ash makes his way in the backside as the plant comes through. Curious if Lakia gets to a disconnected position because they've given up that A main control. But Kayak keeping here, pushing forward. Texture to find the shot, immediately slides back, turns away, and may get timing, but no. It's back in, breaking that line of sight, but Vikash over from Garage, still able to find value. Takes it out, and Lakia will fall. Cannot hold the lines here. Fnatic maintain the lead 3-1.
Vikash does so much work here, drawing the attention of all three. So a little bit of
Sheriff's 3 rifles here for Gen.G. Trying to make this half investment. Find some purchase as Alfier this time repositioning. Not overstaying on the angles with those tracers in play.
Still sticking with the Vandal though. He's got his preferences.
Second layer of Akash is here. Poison Orb landing into the back. Ash TPing down into the corner and spotting Severe. Nice to rush his way onto the site. And Ash doing well, finds his second, puts some damage there. Onto Alpha, and gets a turn back for the 3K.
Just teleports forward and locks down the entire site, waiting for his team to fill.
No second shock dart here for Crashies either, so sent one out. Got some damage on Delakia, but couldn't find anything else. So the call to save's being made. It's just going to be another round over to Gen.G.
Yeah, I mean, you're too far out. Obviously, also very much down in numbers, despite some of the health being taken away from Gen.G. So fast hit from Gen.G on this one. Correctly identifying that Fnatic still always starting with a weaker C site. Just hoping that... Okay, all right, you get a little bit of damage done.
Karen can afford another buy, but still a kill handed over that you otherwise would love to have not. But Gen.G, main objective is going to be that round win, which they're able to find. So 3-2, nipping at the heels of Fnatic.
Curious to see if this is just enough to force Fnatic to change some of their default setups, maybe provide...
The wrong PCs today. Texture needs a bit of early spam. Turret.
Yeah, Fnatic, no drastic changes, but overall, everyone just kind of focusing on the mid area. If they enter C site, they're willing to play the retake. They do have Toxic Screen set up for it.
Keeping things very quiet now. As a push in the garage could be potentially devastating. You've got this double stack here for Fnatic. Just be some spam to check the box. Back away.
Pretty good gut check from Texture, and it actually gets a reaction out of him. He doesn't know that there's two, but he knows that he's drawn their attention over on Garage, and that allows Gen.G to make the call to rotate back to the A side.
Which way they try to split this. Turret set up. Early alert in case the approach from sewers comes through.
There is a lockdown on Fnatic, so you can't use the Hunter's Fury aggressively. I mean, you could, but it'd be risky.
Starting to make their way forward. Smoke's coming in, but you've got 3 players stacked up here for Fnatic. Relay bolt going to be set. Turret taken down. Texture sprinting forward, finding Crashies and getting the elimination. Lockdown now immediately going to be invested, but Texture is able to find Kayak. So they're looking for that plant. They got to get this one on the ground now.
Yeah, they have to swap off because of the Hunter's Fury. The spike will get planted.
Lockdown destroyed. Alpha on the peak, taken out, and Texture able to hold his own at hell. 3K for...
Now they look to do something similar, but it's an early push-up from Kayak. Not much to lose with the Sheriff, but he gets taken down by Ash.
Yeah, it's a solid punish to start this one. Something that he really loves to do with regularity and oftentimes gets away with. Just going to be a drone forward. Looks like a quick plant here onto the B site for Gen.G, but you have 3 players in the immediate vicinity for Fnatic to try to counteract this and get some damage in, but not sure if they're going to be pulling off a thrifty here. Tap from Bakash. Crashies. Not able to find the shot. The audio alert from Zinx, but Alfier now going to be rerouted, wrapping around as Bakash can't hold his own. Texture is pushing forward, able to get the catch. Well, he's going to slot in, but this could be to his demise. Or Ash will just spam and save his life, so never mind. Bucky will not get to sing tonight. It's a Google Play flawless.
Overall, just a more aggressive turret for Fnatic, looking down C main. Should allow Alfier to either push out like he is now or hide out in Garage. He's going to choose to tuck right into C-Long Cubby. And with that, the map suddenly much smaller to work with for Fnatic. They've got B-site also locked down with the Killjoy util for the time being.
Zink's just going to stay silent here while they go ahead and start poking and prodding at this B site. Immense amount of util right there at the front.
Take flight.
There's that one of the nanos, but alarm button. And the second nano still standing. Not in position to interrupt this plant, and Severe going to be caught right as the smoke blooms. Texture catching a glimpse. Severe catching a headshot.
Oh, this is going to be tough with the operator to go for a retake.
Yeah, just counter spam coming in. Kayak will be able to find one. Zing's going to be taken down on the A site, but that's just further delay. But that being said, Texture now gone. Karon giving a consideration to this approach, and now is going to be caught as he's just lobbing in nano swarms that will never pop. Ash spotted here in the corner. Crashy's desperately trying to finish the job. Eventually he's able to get that shot. And now it's just Lockyer who's completely, utterly surrounded and can do nothing more. So timeout call. It starts looking bad for Fnatic, but they manage to stabilize.
Yeah, I said it would be tough with the operator, but the operator...
On the find, they tie things up at 4-4. And don't have to utilize the ultimates to get it done. So still in a very good spot in that regard. Only missing the lockdown.
And the pit to switch things up. Provides a new toxic screen as well to just block off the approach on both B to C. Gives them a little bit of garage control on the retake.
Over the top. Eats so much damage. Frankly, lucky to be alive.
Yeah, he's going to have to back off. Even calls for a nano swarm from Ricage, so a lot drawn out against Fnatic.
Other one now utilized as well. Smoke going to be cycled to the front, just trying to dissuade this approach. In the meanwhile, Kayak inching forward here. Ready for the shot, and he gets the wall bang! What a reaction! Fully looked like he had missed out on it. But manages to just perfectly track him through that.
Portal closed.
Drone spotting him here on the plat. The Crashies goes on red.
Spike down, C.
3K spray down there in the hall. Zink's able to tuck back away from this dart, but now you've just got Kayak trained in on the angle, so there's nothing more to do but to try to survive these next hellish 20 seconds.
Yeah, and will he get it? Very curious, as Alfair is already on the hunt. Alfair should eventually get to Zinx as long as he doesn't skip over that part of the map.
To check the window, the swing out, and now another Google play.
Momentum back in their home field. Double up on C site with the operator. That's a big change, but it's a quick TP as they hear the neon, but this is all a fake. Is it actually going to work its wonders?
Gets the paranoia out at the very least and keeps three players' attention forward towards that site, but obviously you're striking into B. It's not like you're hitting the opposite side of the map, so they will very quickly be able to get back into position. As Kayak is not going to be missing those. Slide forward, Ash taking down the spike, now stranded inside the site. Karon's dead, and this one is over.
Yeah, it's a complete shutdown unless Texture somehow gets the wraparound and catches at least 3 members. And they almost had it. They almost had it, but the comms come in just in time that we don't actually see anyone on site.
Goodbye, Texture. Oh, no. Okay. My bad.
He's not exactly getting anything for himself
Goodbye,
yet, though. Yeah, there you go.
Well, they'll stop it from being a flawless, but that's about...
And they start with Kayak on the C site again because they haven't spotted that at the beginning of the round. Texture with the op, we should note, on the attacking side to counter it.
Just some damage exchanged here. Bite does get used. So, Vic has down to 10 HP. Rough tidings for him thus far, but C-Site reinforced. Alfie are going to go on a walk, gets himself down into Cubby. The drone cleared out. I don't think he's been spotted.
No, I don't think they have any idea.
I mean, if they do the wise thing and just back away from the operator. As, check there from the old man. Alpha swinging. He's able to find one, but cannot get the follow-up. Ash down low on health. Karon trying to get onto this flank, pushing forward, but Severe able to go ahead and get him dealt with. It's Crashies, 11 health and a dream!
Spike down A.
Finds a second, and there's just surely no way for Ash to make this work.
He's gonna barely get away from the operator, but like you said, there's just too many people on guard duty right now on the Fnatic
Re-swing
side.
into this one. Kayak has it trained in. Lead established for the half. Fnatic looking for an 8-4.
Yeah, it's not where the round ends, but I love the whims.
So Severe get a kill, so able to go ahead and pick up a pretty pivotal one, and also denies Karon from being able to find his second kill. It's Ash, oh my god, I mean, the early damage suffered by Gen.G has just been brutal.
Let's try to get at least 5 on the attack, otherwise it's going to be a difficult second half.
Turret getting the reveal, but Kayak out of there, and that baits him around the corner, so Severe back on the board once again. Snappy from Alpha to find the first, can't hit a transfer, but keeps them in a good spot. It's a 3v3. There's already 2 ultimates not going to be seen here from Gen.G. Took Karen forever to be able to get that in his, oh.
Ooh, okay. Vetcash wasn't paying attention to the gun being picked up, but Dimensional Drift, I was about to say, surely gets used for info. He's going to spot all three.
Oh, yep, TP forward now, up onto the site, no canceled. Right into Crashy's open arms as he joins in the window. Vetcash just going on the push, immediately able to find Locky, and now it is down to Zinx. He's trying to play around this pit, but he's walking out of it. Trying to swing back around. Fnatic, just too many players, too much coverage, and now an 8-4 scoreline at the half.
The biggest mistake Gen.G makes here is that you're most vulnerable in two things in Valorant. One is when you're putting the Viper pit up, and the second thing is...
Pistol, picking up that 3K. As Locky, ooh, is dead. Oh, there goes one of the Sheriffs. Kayak, just so crispy.
Oh, and it's an overreaction from Gen.G. How long do they commit to it? Ash is scouting it out. There should be a call going the other way, but they've already committed too far. They have to hold. Seaside wide open.
Turret as well. It's out of range. Doesn't give them any alerts here.
Yeah, Vetcash holding garage window inside a smoke on top of it. It's risky.
Karon off to push the smoke. Oh, no, drops it. And with a double face, Karon will be able to find the kill.
An early wraparound being worked by Alpha here, though. That should be the insurance policy here for Fnatic on the post plant.
Texture seems like he's watching for this one, but the drone will go ahead and get the spot out, so Alpha's just going to look to play off the back of it, but doesn't get the one tap. Keeps him interested in a different direction. Crashies able to find Texture, getting out right as that relay bolt was going to be coming through. Karon, however, firing with that Sheriff, gets himself a third, but Crashies another 3K for him, as Zinx would have to do it all, and he can only find the one. Both pistols go to Fnatic as they get up to 9.
And even though Alpha doesn't get a kill in garage, just him
In front of that, but...
yeah. Any adjective can work. Use your imagination. Now
Worst?
I
don't think that one works.
But you're still the GOAT. You might be the worst GOAT, but you're still the GOAT.
Swing out. Marshall, Kayak able to go ahead and get the spot. Sees another and will just back away. Takes a bit of damage. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotten the kill, he's gotten the regroup. It's tough, but the smoke goes up, and during that, Alfir gets another pick. It just really makes the decision-making easier.
Swing in, Karon trying to replicate some of those Sheriff shots from the pistol round, but Kayak not giving him the time of day. His Texture now going to be revealed, stuck into the corner, hounded down, and Locky runs out of bullets. Kayak will just go ahead and play. Oh my God.
No.
This is...
Oh no. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing.
Borderline unacceptable.
Borderline, I agree. Well, that people here, Gen.G, they cannot just make assumptions. Smoke just to delay them. Drone should get the spot. Oh no, he's actually just tucked in the corner.
Oh, maybe Gun Barrel would be seen there. Zinx able to find a kill, taking out because he was trying to get onto the B lurk, but does eat a lot of damage for that.
Closed.
He's nowhere near being seen by the jump peak.
He swings around this side. Weapon does come out, but Locky can't fire it fast enough. As Texture getting his way into heaven, and uh-oh! Severe falls right into the trap. Spike still being brought forward, though, onto the site, and Gen.G getting clustered. Kayak is trying to get in front of this. Ducks to the corner, but have they read it?
You suspect it. I mean, they're lower on numbers. They have to go for a hero play.
Oh. Seems like, yeah, they have sussed it out. 2v4. Zinx at 10 and HP here. Alfier, top to be timinged, and Karon will be able to get it.
Yeah, and it's just going to be Crashies all alone. We've seen him work some miracles, but he's not going to land the first shot, and it should just be a swarm around. Nice running swing by Zinx to get the headshot.
Much needed for Gen.G. And Zinx staying alive is unable to find the tags, but kills can't come through. Just going to be some damage dealt.
Yeah, just some shock darts to try to suss out the Killjoy util. Won't find their target. Most of it's set up on the C site.
Karon, deep walk down, but the counter swing from Crashies, yeah, will not allow for the escape. So in the end, just a 1-for-1. Texture going to be hurt on that rotation, but Spike is in hand here for Crashies. As Relay Bolt gets in to try to delay, Vekaj on the approach around the back. This is going to go completely unread. Texture absolutely screwed. Does he want to disrespect it? Yeah, well, especially after Vekaj gets traded, he knows that he's got an open window here.
Every single member on Gen.G has been shot in the back. They just aren't aware of the extra trades coming in, and it's such a good bait in from Crashies after getting the kill on Charon, because Texture is like, well, I'm convinced that this is the main force. There's multiple people here. There's the drone here. Doesn't even consider the possibility of a wraparound.
Two v 3 to try to get this clutch going. Even then the gap should still be 4 rounds. Ash pushing forward, getting some damage here on the Crashies. They will be able to take him down, but Lakia lost at the same time. Paranoia across, but it's going to be close vision for Alpha Year.
Across the finish line.
Kayak just going to be forced away immediately.
Toxin screen down.
Still decent space taken by the Viper, though. Alpha Year all the way down in sewers.
They do manage to get full armors on everyone other than Zinx. So the Outlaw maybe not going to get as much value as Kayak is anticipating here, but given his accuracy, I expect he's still going to be able to hit some heads as Hunter's Fury going across. Ash getting tagged, dances over to the side, Lock at the same time able to find Severe. Crashies cleans up the kill onto 1. Weapon trying to be recovered, but Texture does get denied. Pop flash out of the smoke, Zinx holds it down. Catches Kayak by surprise, the drone able to find the spot, but I think Lakia has been disguised in this position. So don't believe Crashies is going to check for it. Second tap gets the kill, and now it's down to Vekaj. Finds 1. Spike a world away, and he's going to have to fight his way to it. Sees the first. Spam through the box, whittling away at his HP bar! And Vekaj gets overstated. And I don't like the phrase overall, but that was ice cold. No reaction, just a look at his teammates.
Yeah. No, it's a fitting time.
Absolutely is. Well, a 1-for-1 Hunter's Fury from Lakia trying to shut down this crunch. And Lakia has got him lined up as well. Crashies and Alpha taking down Spike here on the floor. Kayak setting up the clone, but okay. Texture's there to spare the bushes. That could have been catastrophic.
It did work, though, against the first person, just not against Texture.
37 health. Don't think Vekaj is going to get quite the same treatment this time around. So Gen.G persevere at least for another round win.
You look like you were the actual clone, but either way, it was just a Hail Mary since you're down in numbers. Now a proper round 5v5, except Fnatic, of course, have to save up 1 round.
Still plenty of opportunity to deal some damage. You know that the Hunter's Fury was used in the previous round, so this lockdown from Vekaj could get committed in. Lingering at the moment there in Garage, but it looks like Fnatic, let's see what they can get. Charon is just going to be committing his own. They're going to try to push and destroy this, but Zinx holding the crossfire, able to find 3 quick kills. So now the rest of Fnatic hightailing it out as Texture is over pursued, potentially given over a weapon. The drone forward the spot, the quick cancel, the Bucky, Severe able to find the kill, but cannot escape.
And now, I mean, you just have to hold your angles. Charon's going to be able to get it. Nice and calm. Holds onto the site with 14 HP. Had to throw everything at it, but Gen.G will take the round win.
Texture waiting, delaying, going for that push. Nothing spotted. Recon, ooh, sees it. I don't think Kayak went wide enough, but now he has. Let's stick around on that angle, but now will go ahead and rotate.
Yeah, Gen.G does plant Ash down in sewers, though, so they know they can rotate pretty safely.
You should run.
Lockdown forward here into the corner. No way to try to clear this one out.
Texture's just going to hold as long as possible for a cheeky shot.
Is Lakia going to just try to delay rush this? He's got to go now. He's just trying to find any kills that he possibly can before he would get detained. He puts Kayak down to 8 HP, but he's not finding the limbs. Zinx on this frantic spray. Will find 1! His Ash has been completely outdone. He should have had Crashies dead 100% of the time. Quick cancel, now a counter pit. Tap of the spike, the overdrive popped. Texture maybe needing to do some heavy lifting. He's just zapping away. Blind as all hell. As the Recon gets the reveal, their own pit now gone. The jump to the corner, the spray coming through, and that's it, done and dusted. 13-7.